Hello everybody and welcome to Sheboygan A's Baseball at Wildwood Park. My name is Mike Martin, and along with Matt Crowley, we will be bringing you tonight's game in the Wisconsin State League playoffs versus the Kenosha Kings tonight. Kenosha advanced by defeating Burlington last night 10-0. The winner of this game will advance to play West Allis in Burlington for the Wisconsin State League playoff championships. The starting pitchers for tonight's game, Sheboygan, it's going to be Dawson Selvaski. There you see him warming up. For Kenosha, it'll be Brandon Jeffrey. Jeffrey is pulling double duty tonight. He's also serving as the Kenosha Kings manager. The starting lineup for Kenosha, they have Zach Pazoka at third base leading off. Batting second and playing shortstop is Daniel Hahn. Batting third, playing left field is Tony Newman. Batting fourth and playing second base, Drew Knet. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Aaron Schauer. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Graham Wick. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Evan Henry. Catching and batting eighth is Mikey Shore. Batting ninth, the pitcher, Brandon Jeffrey. Defensively for Sheboygan, we have Harry Stelt at first, Ross Christ at second, Jacob Neese is at third, and Joey Pettit's at short. Mark Wanners in left, J.T. Reed in center, and Cole Erickson is in right. Catching tonight is Sage Stelmacher, and catching, like I told you before, is Dawson Selvaski. Dawson's first pitch to Pazoka is swung on and fouled off. We'll give you the weather report in just a second. Ball is hit out to center field. Reed drifting over and makes the easy catch. 74 degrees at game time. We have overcast skies, and we have a light wind blowing out to center field. Any balls hit out to center, not going to get much of a bump from the wind, not tonight. Daniel Hahn, the shortstop, is up next for the Kings. Hahn swings at that first pitch and pops it up into left field. Warner waiting on it. Makes the easy catch. 2 up, 2 down. It brings up Tony Newman, the left fielder. Our umpires tonight, we have Ron Zielinski behind home plate and Kevin Vincent on the bases. Swing and a miss by Tony Newman. Newman playing left field tonight. Kenosha only showed up with 10 players. There's a line drive out to left, but Warner races over and makes the catch, and it's a quick 1-2-3 first inning of this 7-inning game with Kenosha nothing and Sheboygan coming to bat.
Comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
When a Bud Light legend comes back, they do it carrying a squeaky beach chair, an inflatable dolphin, and a cooler full of perfectly chilled Bud Light on hot sand. wearing only one flip-flop.
Let's go through Sheboygan's lineup. Leading off and playing center field will be J.T. Reed. Batting second and playing second base is Ross Christ. Batting third, the first baseman, Harry Stelt. Batting fourth, J.T. Roberts. Roberts is DHing tonight. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jacob Neese. Batting sixth and playing left field, Mark Warner. Batting seventh and catching is Sage Stelmacher. Playing right field is Cole Erickson, and he's batting eighth. And then batting ninth, the shortstop, Joey Pettit. Again, pitching for Sheboygan is Dawson Selvosky. Defensively for Kenosha, they have Henry at first, Knet at second, Pazoka at third, and Hahn at short. Newman is in left, Wick is in center, Schauer is in right, and Mikey Shore is catching, and Jeffrey is the pitcher. Reed steps up to lead off the ball game for Sheboygan. He's hitting .329. Leads the ball club with 20 stolen bases. Jeffrey, a big kid on the mound. It's a pretty good fastball. Anything hit on the ground by Reed, he's got an excellent opportunity to beat it out. Very fast runner. Pops it up. Henry making the call and the catch. That's going to bring up Ross Christ.
Second baseman, number 31, Ross Christ.
Ross having another really nice season with Sheboygan. Sheboygan Falls native, and he drills one out to right. But backing up and making the catch is Schauer. That'll bring up Harry Stelt.
First baseman, number 19, Harry Stelt.
Among the regulars, Harry has the top average, hitting .346. 12 doubles, 10 home runs. Leads the club in the home run department. We'll change of pace that time from Jeffrey, and Harry was out in front with that swing. Ground ball over to third. Making the play is Pazoka. And a nice throw across, and that ends the bottom of the first for Sheboygan after one complete inning of play. No score.
The floor is lava! Couch is lava! The parking lot is lava!
Sometimes you'd rather stay in the car. With free pickup, you can. Just order ahead in the Meijer app.
The great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family-owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community, and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Leading off the top of the second for Kenosha is Drew
Second baseman number 12, Drew Connect.
Canet. Drew is playing second base tonight. Coming into this ball game, Silvosky is making his 7th appearance, his 2nd start. Dawson has pitched 11 innings, given up a lot of hits, 19. He has a 0-1 one-loss record. Dawson hoping to get that turned around tonight. That pitch outside evens the count at 1-1. It's a 7-inning ball game. It's Wisconsin State League plays a stepladder type situation. Kenosha beat Burlington last night to advance up the ladder to now play Sheboygan. The winner of this game will advance to play West Dallas in Burlington tomorrow night for the championship game. You may be asking what happened to Addison and Lombard, and I'm asking the same question. Why aren't they involved? Those Illinois teams are playing in another tournament, and Selmacher's throwdown is hits the runner in the back. Connect strikes out, but he reaches on a pass ball by the pitch catcher. So Kenosha has their leadoff hitter on, and that'll bring up Aaron Schauer, the right fielder. The other reason the Illinois teams from the Wisconsin State League are not involved is that it's a Wisconsin event, Wisconsin teams, and the winner advances to the Class A state tournament, which is all right, sloppy play by Sheboygan. Schauer gets a base hit to center field. And that advances net to second. And then on an error by the center fielder, J.T. Reed, Canet comes all the way around to score Kenosha's first run. And Schauer advances on the air also. Not good play there. That's going to bring up Graham Wick. If Reed comes up with that base hit to center, the runners would have been on first and second. As it is, Kenosha's got a run home and another runner at second base. Breaking ball looked pretty good, but umpire didn't see it that way. It's 2-0 to Graham Wick, the center fielder. Silvosky's pitch is hit high and deep. Warner, all he can do is look up. It's a 2-run shot to left field. Wick's home run makes it a 3-0 ball game. That's going to bring up Evan Henry.
First baseman, number 19, Evan Henry.
For Silvosky, that was his first home run allowed. High bouncer over to Christ. And he makes the easy throw over to Harry Stelt for out number 1. We're in the top of the second.
Catcher, number 4, Mikey Shore.
That brings up Mikey Shore. For the season, Sheboygan is 5-2 against Kenosha. In games that involved state league play, they were 4-1. That pitch evens the count at 1-1. Savosky with 3 strikeouts and 3 walks on the season. And his second hit by pitch of the season. Now, Shore is going to take first base on the hit by pitch, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Brandon Jeffrey. Looking at these 2 fans sitting below us, and on the back of their shirts it says, "Who needs umpires when we have Stella and Sue? Go A's." Now, we don't know who Stella and Sue is. I think they're a little bit like Bill and CJ up here in the press box. Bill says, nah. Savosky's breaking pitch is in for a strike. That evens the count at 1-1. We have the usual cast of characters up here in the press box. Bill down on the other end doing the field announcing. CJ doing the announcements and audio enhancements. And then Mike and Matt down on the other end doing the live stream. Bill Reinald's in the house tonight. He's pretty much a regular. Stolen base by Mikey Shore. The count on Jeffrey is 2 balls and 1 strike. There is 1 out, and 3 runs are in. The key blast being Graham Wicks' home run, 2-run homer. Swing and a miss by Jeffrey. The count was 2-2, so that swing and a miss goes as a strikeout. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Zach Pazoka.
Third baseman, number 9, Zach Pazoka.
Mikey Shore still perched on second base. He reached on a hit by pitch.
Excellent.
And then stole second. Have a pretty nice crowd here tonight. We're not going to have the 500 like we had the other night, but good enough. Big doings this weekend. The Class A state tournament. It's a double elimination format, and 4 teams are entered in. Sheboygan will be one of them, no matter what happens tonight. Menasha is the other shoe-in. And Appleton clinched last night, so they're in. Right up the middle, Pazoka's ground ball bouncer had eyes and it made its way through the infield. And Shore comes around and scores, and it's now 4-0 Kenosha.
Shortstop, number 8, Daniel Hahn.
That brings up Daniel Hahn. First pitch is a ball. I got to believe Pazolka is going to be running early in the count with 2 outs and a 4-run lead. Ball is fouled at home plate. We had an ominous start to the inning when Knecht struck out, but then reached first on a pass ball, and Salvoski throws over, and they get Pazolka as he tried to steal second base. It goes 1, 3, 4. And that ends the second inning, but not before Kenosha, but not before they come up with 4 runs.
January, February, into March and April. Same way through. Every single second, every minute, every hour. All the whole year through.
It is intense right here.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's a lot of lemons.
Well, you know what they say when life gives you lemons.
We know the saying, Mark.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, Tea Time.
What are you, having tea with the Queen?
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Getting ready to start the bottom of the second. It'll be JT Roberts, Jacob Neese, and Mark Warner. JT Roberts making his way to home plate. TJ.
For the A's, the designated hitter, number 21, TJ Roberts.
TJ Roberts. TJ checks his swing. TJ is hitting .364 in limited action with Sheboygan. Pitch up in the strike zone, but called a strike. I guess if it was up in the strike zone, it'd be called a strike. The umpire was right again. Breaking ball is in for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to TJ Roberts. And takes that one on the outside corner for a called strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Jeffrey.
Number 17, Jacob Neese.
Sheboygan's own Jacob Neese is up next. Jacob leads the ball club in doubles with 16, also has a couple triples and a couple of home runs. Hammers that one foul down the third base line. Hitting .251 on the season. He's seen his average slowly climb as we've progressed through the season. Bouncing ball down the third base side. Again, it's foul. I just found another reason to like this home plate umpire. Nobody noticed. He's a left-hander. Pope Catholic?
Yes.
Of course I'm left-handed. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jacob Neese. Kenosha with a 4-run second inning has the lead, 4-0. Neese hits that one down the right field side, racing down. It's a down for a base hit. Not able to come up with it was Schauer. Will give Neese a single. Matt Crowley will take you through innings 3 and 4.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
Brings up Mark Warner. Mark's best asset as a baseball player is his defense. He's an outstanding left fielder. You might ask, where's T.D. Walker? Walker is injured. It was his left hand in a brace. We think it had to do with the last time they played here in Sheboygan. He got hit by a pitch. Count is no balls and 2 strikes to Warner. Mark has 7 doubles. You see him get up to 8 right now. Hanging in there, fouling that ball back. On deck, waiting for his turn, is Sage Stellmacher. Neese is perched on first. Hanging breaking ball is hit right to the second baseman. It's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Tough break for Sheboygan. And that ends the second inning. When we come back for inning number 3, it'll be Matt Crowley on the mic.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Last year's financial year,
Sometimes you need to get out.
The great outdoors.
Free pickup's easy. Just order ahead in the Meijer app.
Welcome back here at top of the third. I'm Matt Crow. I'll be taking you through the third and fourth inning. And leading off for Kenosha is Daniel Hahn. Hahn 0 for 1 flow into left field in the first inning. Kenosha's overall record this year is 9-21. Correction, that's just in the state league. Already top of the third, Sheboygan down 4. It doesn't look like they're a 9-21 team. That first pitch went foul. This pitch in the dirt, doesn't mean making a home base for ball 1. Pitch rides high for ball 2. Quick first inning, then Kenosha had a driving second inning, which brought in 4 runs of a 2-run home run. This one's hit right to Neese. Neese makes a throw to Harry, and in time for out number 1. Now this will bring up Tony Newman, who is also 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Out to left field. Pitch low in for strike 1. That pitch way outside for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1. One out here, top of the third. And that ball right on the edge. Called for ball 2. Pitch on the edge again for ball 3. Counts 3-1 for Newman. Pitch, and this one is hit right into center field. JT Regis backing up a little bit and able to make the easy out for out number 2.
Second baseman number 12, Drew Connett.
Now that brings up Drew Connett, who he struck out but reached on a pass ball. That's what this one is hit right to Neese. Neese was able to get a glove on it to bat it down, but be a base hit.
Right fielder number 60, Aaron Schauer.
This brings up Aaron Schauer, who is 1 for 1 with a base hit in the first inning. Excuse me, second inning. We have Connett on first. That pitch in for strike 1. Foskey with the breaking pitch hangs a little outside for ball 1. Evens the count out at 1-1. Pickoff attempt. He didn't have much of a lead off, was unsuccessful. Slavosky, that pitch is now past ball, and Drew Cannot, it will advance on a pass ball to second. Sloppy first half of the game for Sheboygan after just not in there idle. That pitch low for ball 3. Counts 3-1 on Shower. That one goes. Slavosky's still the pitcher. Pitch, and this one is hit fouled back. So count remains 3-2. With 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Pitch from Slavosky outside. That makes the count 3-2. This one is hit into right field. Erickson coming up and makes the play. Sheboygan able to survive that inning, and Sheboygan will be up to bat as we come back right after this.
I'm not usually.
I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
every single time I.
Get down! Get down!
There you are. You always
My
have.
back! My back! I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things.
Yes, things.
Are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And
Please be quiet.
listen. You hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Welcome back here. Bottom of the 3rd, leading off for Sheboygan will be Sage Selmacher. This is his first at bat tonight. Pitch rides inside for ball 1. And now that pitch low and just a tad outside for ball 2, which puts Stelmacher up on the count. Pitch in the dirt for ball 3. 3-0 count for Stelmacher now. Jeffrey, still the pitcher for Kenosha, doing a very good job. Pitch inside, and Stelmacher will take his place over at first as he trots down. Now I'll bring up Cole Erickson, that right fielder, who made the last out. Erickson is hitting a .302 this year, which is very good. Now Now Stelmacher on first, and Erickson up to bat now. Sheboygan can have a promising inning. That pitch for Erickson is in for strike one. Evens the count out at 1-1. Pitch. This one is way outside for ball two. Breaking pitch was outside. Breaking pitch. Nice stop by the catcher. Shore. Selmacher has a leadoff at first, and this one just rides inside for ball three. That pitch makes it a 3-1 count on Cole Erickson. And that bat goes flying. Bat went farther than the ball did. They did tick it, however, so it makes it a 3-2 count. Erickson facing a full count. Be nice to have two runners on and one in scoring position for Sheboygan. And Jeffrey delivers. And Erickson ticks the ball, but catcher is able to make the grab, the pitch, which results in a out. So out number one for Sheboygan. This brings up Joey Pettit. That pitch just rides outside for ball one. Shore looked like he was going to throw down to first just to get Selmacher back. That pitch rides in for strike one, evens the count at 1-1. Pettit is hitting a 284 this year. That pitch in for strike two. Lower right-hand corner. Pettit's facing a 1-2 count now with Stelmacher on first and only one out here in the bottom of the third. That pitch just a tad outside for ball two, evens the count. Trevor looks back at Selmacher on first, has a lead off. This one is hit straight up. And now hits the net. Still evens the count out at 2-2. Pitch is in for strike three. Now I'll bring on the top of Sheboygan's lineup, JT Reed, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game.
Center fielder, number 3, JT Reed.
First at bat, he flew out right to the first baseman. Now 2 outs now with Stelmacher still on first. That pitch in for strike one. Pitch from Jeffrey. Rides inside for strike two. Jeffrey looks back at Selmacher at first. JT swings and hits it backwards. Still remains 0-2. Jeffrey comes on the mound. Delivers. And this one set right up the gap. Selmacher will stay at second. After thinking about going third, but a nice base hit from JT Reed. Right in between second base and the second baseman. That brings up Ross Christ, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game flow into right field.
Second baseman, number 31, Ross Christ.
That pitch rides high and inside for a ball one. Sheboygan down 4-1 after Kenosha had rally in the second inning. Jeffrey looks back at Selmacher. Breaking pitch goes outside for ball two. Chris is up on the count 2-0 with 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Wind's blowing outwards. Directly from home plate to second base. So anything will get carried. That pitch, Ross hit it backwards, fouled it for strike one, makes it count 2-1. This one's hit foul right down the first baseline. Evens the count now at 2-2. Twos all across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. This one's hit straight up. Shore there and unable to make the play. Lucky break for Sheboygan. Count remains 2-2 still. On deck is Harry Stelt. He's probably out there thinking, like, man, I wish I was on deck. Excuse me. Wish I was batting right now. Count still remains 2-2 for Ross Christ. That pitch just outside for ball 3. Chris now facing a full count. Jeffrey comes set. Everyone's going, and that will make the bases loaded with Harry Stelt coming on. And Harry represents the tying run. Now, Shower comes up to the pitcher's mound, along with the third baseman, probably just to calm down Jeffrey. According to Mike, Harry was putting on quite a show in batting practice, so he must be feeling it tonight. Hopefully he can pull through here. Bases loaded with the home run leader. area alumni from UW-Stevens Point. If bases loaded here, perfect opportunity for Sheboygan to score. Pitch rides inside for ball one. Mike getting in on the action as well with the crowd. Pitch in the dirt for ball two. Nice stop from Shore. Harry up on the count, 2-0. That pitch down low again for ball three. Jeffrey getting a little bit antsy on the mound. 3-0. Harry Stelt. Very familiar position the last time we had you here on the air with bottom of the ninth inning against Greater Green Bay. And that will be ball four, and Sheboygan will have one in. Selmacher, as he comes in on the ball. Now let's bring up the Northwoods Chemical cleanup batter, TJ Roberts. The bases loaded again. Roberts struck out looking the first time he was up. Swing and a miss from Roberts. Whole lot of swing, but didn't hit anything. Strike one, counts 0-1. This one's hit into right field. And with bases loaded, that will be out number three. Sheboygan able to put one up on the board, but it's not enough. After three, Kenosha leads 4-1. I'll be back in the fourth inning.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
When a Bud Light legend comes back, they do it carrying a squeaky beach chair, an inflatable dolphin, and a cooler full of perfectly chilled Bud Lights on hot sand, wearing only one flip-flop. Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. You serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Welcome back here in the top of the fourth, where Kenosha leads at 4-1. Do have a couple of changes for you. We have pitching for Sheboygan is Noah Emery. We have Nathan Ebersole out on second base. And we do have the numbers for Dawson Selvowski. Pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs. 3 of those runs were earned. Didn't walk any batters, struck out 1, and gave up 1 home run. That pitch is now 1-1 after that strike pitch from Emery. This pitch in the hole between Pettit and Nice. And now Erickson trying to figure out a lot of changing adjustments for Sheboygan. Full Erickson now in left field.
First baseman number 19, Evan Henry.
This brings up Evan Henry for Kenosha. That pitch in for strike one. Pitch inside for ball one. And Mark Warner out in center field replacing JT Reed. Swing and a miss for strike two for Evan Henry. Yeah. In right field is now Ross Chris. That pitch rides outside. Evens count out at 2-2. Pitch rides low and inside for ball three. Evens count out at 3-2. No outs here, top of the fourth. Swing and a miss for out number one. For Evan Henry, a swing and a miss. And out number one for Sheboygan.
Catcher number 4, Mikey Shore.
Now we'll bring up Mikey Shore. First at bat, it was hit by a pitch. That pitch in for strike one. Shore didn't like the call. And going, and now Stelmacher's throw is a low. Ebersol didn't come up with it, but Pettit was there to back Ebersol up. Could turn into a disaster for Sheboygan. So a stolen base for Graham Wick with the stolen base. And that one in for ball one. Makes it count 1-2 for Mikey Shore. Struck out looking, out number two. Now that will bring up Brandon Jeffrey, the pitcher.
The pitcher, number 33, Brandon Jeffrey.
First at bat was a strikeout, so that makes him 0-1 in tonight's game. However, Kenosha does have one runner in scoring position. You can see at the top of your screen. Swing and ticked. Ball is in for strike one. Pitch, and now a swing and a miss for strike two. Air called that one, told him when it swing, and it worked. Emery is in for his 14th game this season. Just on the outside. Call for ball one. Emery's behind Mac Doherty, who's appeared in 15 games. And that one in for strike 3. And after 3.5, Sheboygan trails Kenosha 4-1. See if they can do anything in the bottom of the 4th when we come back.
The floor is lava! Couch is lava! The parking lot is lava!
Sometimes you'd rather stay in the car. With free pickup, you can. Just order ahead in the Meijer app.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Welcome back here, bottom of the 4th. Welcome back here, bottom of the 4th. Brandon Jeffrey still out there on the mound for Kenosha. See him warming up, just finishing the warm-up in between innings. So we'll bring up Jacob Neese to start off the inning for Sheboygan.
Leading off for the A's, third baseman number 17, Jacob Neese.
Neese is 1 for 1 in tonight's game. Beautiful night out here. This one is drilled foul down the left field line and goes chilling out by the posts out there at 320. Makes it strike 1. That breaking pitch is hit foul into the Kings bullpen. Sean running over to grab the ball. Get your free $1 to concession stands if you turn them in. 0-2 is the count for Jacob Neese. Awaiting the pitch. Pitch is high for ball 1. Pitch rides low. Even was a count at 2-2 after falling 0-2. Pitch from Jeffrey, and this one is hit into right field. That'll be a base hit for Neese. 2 for 2 on tonight is what you like to see. Now we'll bring up Mark Warner, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game, grounded out. Had a chance to interview Mark before the game. If you want to check out the interview, you can go head over to our Facebook page where it should be uploaded. That pitch rides inside for ball 1. That pitch goes in for strike one. And Shore throws down at first, but not in time. Counts even out at 1-1. Warner started tonight hitting .271. Now, pitch running is Bennett Becker.
For Jacob Neese, number 11, Bennett Becker.
So Bennett Becker, as you see on the right side of your screen, is in pitch hitting for Jacob Neese. Count still 1-1 for Mark Warner. Breaking pitch inside, took a swing at it, but didn't come away with anything. Strike two, counts now 1-2. This one's fouled straight back. Count still remains 1-2 for Warner. And that is a ticked caught ball strike. Now it'll be out number one for Sheboygan. Now this will bring up Sage Stelmacher.
Center, number 29.
Stelmacher, first at bat was a walk. That pitch is hit, and Stelmacher will go to first, and Bennett will head to second. See everyone advance, and that'll bring up Joey Pettit, shortstop. Excuse me, Cole Erickson.
Left fielder, number 35, Cole Erickson.
Erickson 0 for 1. Struck out in the third inning. Sheboygan has a chance to put some runs up on the board with Becker in scoring position. Anything hits to the outfield should be able to bring him in. That pitch in for strike one. Jeffrey looks back at second. Swing and miss from Erickson, strike two. Erickson represents the tying run. Yeah, swing and miss from Erickson, and that'll be out number two. Now this brings up now Joey Pettit.
25, Joey Pettit.
Mike will take you through the fifth inning. I'll be back in the sixth, and then Mike will be here to close you out in the seventh. Jeffrey looks back at Becker. That pitch in for strike one. Pettit's 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Struck out looking back in the third. Swing and miss, and that's strike two. Sheboygan needs to capitalize on what they have here. Pitch, and that is in for strike three. And Pettit doesn't like the call, but he can't do anything about it. And after four, Kenosha still leads Sheboygan 4-1. Mike will be taking you through the fifth inning right after this.
The floor is lava! Couch is lava! The parking lot is lava!
Sometimes you'd rather stay in the car. With free pickup, you can. Just order ahead in the Meyer app.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Leading off the 5th inning for Kenosha will be Zach Pazolka. Matt mentioned that Emery was making his 14th appearance of the season and that Mac Doherty leads the ball club with 15 appearances. Let's talk starts for a minute. Davis Wilson leads the ball club with 10 starts this season. There's a bunt down the third base side. Bennett picks and throws, but not in time. It'll be a bunt single for Pazolka. Right behind Wilson's 10 is Eric Schmitz, Brad Reinflesch, and Noah Emery. They each have 9 starts on the season. That brings up Daniel Hahn. Hahn 0 for 2. Pazolka reached in the second on a base hit and was picked off of first trying to steal by Dawson Selvosky. Dawson had a pretty nice game tonight. Emery having a little bit of trouble controlling the breaking pitch and goes 3-0 to Hahn. Sheboygan doesn't want to get down anymore. They're already down 3 runs. So they're losing 4-1. Pitch is right down Main Street for a strike. That's Stelt at first. Ebersol's at second. Line drive, base hit to center. Warner has to make a backhanded stab at it. Took a bit of a bad hop, but he stayed with it. Keeps the runners on first and second. Tony Newman is next.
Left fielder, number 24, Tony Newman.
Newman is flew out to left and flew out to center. Kenosha now with 7 hits in the ball game to go along with their 4 runs. They have not committed an error. Ball is popped back out of play. Yes, that was the grandstand roof. Emery comes set. 1-1 pitch to Newman is swung on and missed. Strike 2. When Sheboygan comes up in the 5th inning, they'll have Ebersol, Christ, and Stelt be their first 3 hitters. Pazolka running on the pitch, but it's fouled back out of play. Hahn didn't realize that Pazolka was going. He was never moved off of first. Pettit now trying to keep the runner close. That ball's in the dirt and gets past Stelmacher. It's going to go as a wild pitch. Well, between stolen bases, wild pitches, and pass balls, it's been a cornucopia of ways for Kenosha to get a base on Sheboygan. Bouncing ball right to short. Pettit throws the batter out, but the runner on third, Pazolka, scores on the ground out. It's now 5-1 Kenosha. And that brings up Drew Connett.
Second baseman, number 12, Drew Connett.
Drew is 1 for 2. And he scored a run. Another pitch in the dirt. Stelmacher able to keep it from going too far away, not allowing the runner on second, Hahn, to advance. There's only one out. We're in the top of the fifth. We mentioned before that should Sheboygan pull out the win, they will be playing West Allis tomorrow in Burlington for the Wisconsin State League Playoff Championship. But win or lose tonight, Sheboygan is in the Class A state tournament that begins Saturday. Sheboygan will play the first game of the tournament. It's a 12 o'clock start. We'll be live streaming that game for you. As a matter of fact, that'll be our next live stream game. We will not be at Burlington should Sheboygan advance. Tomorrow's game against West Allis will be a 7-inning affair, and all of the Class A state tournament games are 7-inning affairs. There'll be 4 games played on Saturday, and could be as many as 3 games on Sunday. First game on Sunday is 11 o'clock. Ball is popped out into right. Christ coming in, makes the easy catch. Emery a little late getting over to back up, but wasn't needed. But he still should have been there. That brings up the number 5 hitter and right fielder, Aaron Schauer. Kenosha started the 5th inning with a cut with an infield single, and then Hahn singled to center. Both runners advanced on a wild pitch. Emery knocked the pitch down. I don't think he's going to be able to get Hahn. No, he won't. It'll be an infield hit. And Emery looks to be okay. That ball glanced off his glove. Third hit in the inning for Kenosha.
Center fielder, number 18, Graham Wick.
Graham Wick having an outstanding night. He's 2 for 2, with his first hit being a 2-run homer over the left field wall. Swings at that first offering and fouls it back. When Sheboygan opens the state tournament on Saturday with that noon start, they will be playing Appleton. Those two teams are very familiar with each other. Played 5 times already, with Sheboygan holding the 3-2 advantage. Swing and a miss by Wick, and that ends the top of the 5th, but not before Kenosha puts another run on the board. After 4.5, Kenosha leads Sheboygan 5-1.
January, February, into March and April. Same way through. Every single second, every minute, every hour. All the whole year through.
It is intense right here.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's a lot of lemons.
Well, you know what they say when life gives you
We
lemons.
know the saying, Mark.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the Queen?
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Down 5-1, Sheboygan needs to get some runs, and they've got a great part of the batting order to do that in this inning. They'll have Nathan Ebersol, and then Ross Christ and Harry Stelt. Ebersol came in back in the 4th inning for J.T. Reed and went to second base. Christ moving to the outfield.
Leading off for the second baseman, number 2, Nathan Ebersol.
Ebersol steps in. He's seen limited action with Sheboygan. Swing and a miss. The big blow of the ball game was back in the 2nd inning when Graham Wick hit a 2-run homer. Bouncing ball in the hole, cuts off. Cutting it off was the 3rd baseman, Pazolka, and his throw across was in time to get Ebersol. And that brings up Ross Christ.
Second baseman, number 31, Ross Christ.
Ross is 0 for 1 with a walk. Never too late to get a rally started. Matt waiting in the wings. He'll take you through inning number 6. I'll be back for the 7th. Bouncing ball to Henry, but he takes it in foul territory. Ross Christ in the hole now. No balls and 2 strikes. Pazolka takes that pop-up just inside the foul line. And Krista's out. That brings up Harry Stelt. Harry walked his last time up with the bases loaded to get an RBI. Harry leads the ball club in that department. He has 47 now. Coming into tonight, Sheboygan had a 30 and 29 1-loss record. Harry pops that one up into a short right field, and ranging back and making the diving catch was Drew Canet, and that ends the 5th inning for Sheboygan. Sheboygan's down 5-1. When we come back, Matt will take you through the 6th.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Last year's financial year,
Sometimes you need to get out.
The great outdoors.
Free pickup's easy. Just order ahead in the Meijer app.
Welcome back here. Top of the 6th here. Pitching change for Sheboygan again. This is Bill Schmidt. See it. Now leading off for Kenosha, Evan Henry. Henry's 0 for 2 in tonight's game with ground out and a strikeout. That pitch in for strike 1. Last time, well, at least when we last time saw him up in the press box, he started against Phil Schmidt. Started against River Falls. Now it counts 0-2 on Henry. That pitch outside for ball 1 makes count 1-2. Yeah, swing and a miss. And out number 1 is down just like that. Nice pitching. That's what Sheboygan needs, not to give up any runs. This brings out Mikey Shore, catcher. 0 for 1 of a hit by pitch and struck out looking last time he was up to bat. And that one he swung for the Stars. Counts 0-1 for Shore. That pitch outside. Selmacher unable to make the catch. Be counted as ball 1. Evens the count out at 1-1. Pitch outside again for ball 2. Swing and miss for strike two, evens the count out at 2-2. Sheboygan needs to get back in the offense and start batting. This one's fouled back. Count will remain 2-2. Pitch, just inside, makes it ball three, full count for Shore. And Schmitz is swung and ticked it, but Selmacher unable to make the catch, so it still will remain 3-2. Pitch is inside for ball four. And Shore will take his place down at first base as he trots along.
Pitcher number 33, Brandon Jeffrey.
This will bring up the pitcher, Brandon Jeffrey. Jeffrey is 0 for 2, struck out both times. And here's a bunt attempt, right to the pitcher. Flicks it to Harry, in time for out number 2. Sacrifice bunt to move Shore up to second. This will bring up Zach Pazoka, third baseman, 2 for 3 in tonight's game, hitting very well. And this one is hit right in between right and center field. That's going to be a double. Pazoka is going, and that'll bring in 1 run. So Kenosha extends their lead to 5 with that RBI double by Pazoka. And that was Pazoka's 3rd hit tonight. Having himself a good night. This brings up Daniel Hahn. Hahn is 1 for 2 in tonight's game. Flew out to left field and then grounded out. That pitch high and inside for ball 1. This is Schmidt's 6th game this year with 1 start. That ball underneath goes right behind Stelmacher. And over on third is Pazoka with that pass ball. Counts 2-0 on Hahn. This one is hit into right field. And Curse is there to make the easy out. But not after Kenosha brings 1 in to extend their lead to 6-1. And we'll be back in the bottom 6. See if Sheboygan can get a rally going right after this.
I'm not usually...
I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great.
I'm glad you showed up.
In my life!
I could never get through this world without you.
You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down! Get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back! My back! I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things...
Yes, things!
...are serious. and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And
please be quiet.
listen, you hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Welcome back here to bottom of the 6, where Sheboygan is back on the offense.
Leading off for the A's, designated hitter number 21.
Now brings up the designated hitter, TJ Roberts. You do have the attendance in the house. And 259, as that one is a triangle with the shortstop, right, left fielder, and center fielder. TJ Roberts will get himself a base hit. I'll bring up Bennett Becker, who came in for Jacob Neese. Now, pinch runner coming in for TJ Roberts.
Pinch runner, number 6, Nick Herzog.
Nick Herzog.
Now batting third baseman number 11, Bennett Becker.
This is Herzog's first appearance with the A's. That pitch in for strike one, makes the count 0-1. Right down the pipe again for strike two. And pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. Count still remains 0-2 for Becker. Herzog played his baseball this spring at Sheboygan North, so recently graduated. Same age as Delmacher as he came in earlier. So as that one was flowing out into center fielder. Now this brings up Mark Warner, who was 0 for 2 in tonight's game. With one out here, and this one is hit foul down the third base line, and it hits the fence. Be strike one for Mark Warner. Jeffrey been doing a good job on the mound, keeping Sheboygan in check, as another pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. That pitch rides high and inside for ball one. It was a count out at 1-1. Now, Schroer fakes the throw down the first. But that pitch was the ball, so it makes the count 2-1. Now the pickoff attempt, throw down at first is unsuccessful. Counts 3-1 for Mark Warner. Walk would be nice for Sheboygan. And a walk it is. As Warner trots his way down to first base and this brings up Sage Selmacher. Selmacher's 0 for 0 in tonight's game. Walked his first at bat, then he got hit by a pitch. And that pitch in for strike one. Strike one. This one bounces off Schroer's helmet. Seems to be all right, not taking a break. Strike two. Might need to get him up. And the pitch. And this one is hit to the second base, tosses it to the shortstop. A non-time, looking for the double play, but 1 out's better than no outs. Selmacher makes his way down to first. That brings up 2 outs for Sheboygan here in the bottom of the 6th. This brings up Cole Erickson, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Remember, this is a 7-inning game, and Mike will take you through the last inning with Kenosha up 6-1 on Sheboygan. Pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Jeffrey's still on the mound for Kenosha. This one is hit fouled. Evens the count out at 1-1. You have Nick on at third in scoring position. And you have Selmacher over at first. Cole Erickson facing a 2-1 count. And that's a pass ball, but Selmacher will go to second, and Nick at third will stay put. That pitch makes the count 3-1. Sheboygan has a chance to load the bases up. And this one is hit right up the gut. One bounce and right to the first baseman to end the inning. After 6, Kenosha leads Sheboygan 6-1, and Mike will take you through the final inning right after this.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
When a Bud Light legend comes back, They do it carrying a squeaky beach chair, an inflatable dolphin, and a cooler full of perfectly chilled Bud Lights on hot sand, wearing only one flip-flop. Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then our dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. You serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Fans, once again, as Danny mentioned, join us after tonight's game over at Legend Larry's in downtown.
Mac Doherty now on the mound for Sheboygan.
10th inning.
Mac making his 16th appearance of the season. He does not have any starts.
Tonight's game and all games this week are about 7 innings.
We gave you Dawson Selvosky's totals for his 3 innings. Noah Emery went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. Was not earned. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 4. Phil Schmidt went an inning. He gave up a hit and a run. It was earned, a walk and a strikeout. And leading off the 7th inning for the Kings is Tony Newman. Newman's 0 for 3, but he did drive in a run. Hit the ball every time. For the season, Doherty comes in. He's 1 win and 3 losses. Hard ground ball over to Pettit. The throw across is in time for out number 1 in the 7th. Sheboygan's going to have their work cut out for them in the bottom of the half of the inning. They're down 5. That brings up
Second baseman number 12, Drew Connett.
Drew Connett, second baseman. Drew is 1 for 3. Soft line drive into center field, a base hit. That first play in the inning, the grounder to short, that was made by Nathan Ebersol. He moved from second over to short. And that brings up Aaron Schauer. Schauer's 2 for 3. Kenosha with 10 hits tonight. Fly ball down the right field side. It's going to be fair ball just inside the line. And Kenosha has runners on second and third with the 1-out double by Aaron Schauer. Well, they're threatening to add to their lead.
Center fielder number 18, Graham West.
Doherty trying to work out of a jam here in the 7th. Doherty's breaking pitch is called a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Wick. Wick had the big blow of the ball game, a 2-run homer back in the 2nd inning. There's a grounder to short. Ebersol picks and throws. Nice play by Nathan to get Wick, but that ground ball does produce another run for the Kings. They now lead it 7-1. In this 7-inning game, Kenosha has now scored in 4 of the 7 innings. They scored 4 in the second, and then 1 in the fifth, 6th, and 7th. So far, only 1 in the 7th. We have 2 outs. Showers on at second base. Evan Henry is up. Evan's had a tough night. 0 for 3. Doherty comes set. That pitch is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Henry. Looks like Kenosha will be traveling to play West Dallas tomorrow night. That game will take place in Burlington. Henry goes down on strikes, and that ends the top of the 7th inning. When we come back, Sheboygan will bat, but they will be down 6 runs. It's 7-1.
January, February, into March and April. Same way through. Every single second, every minute, every hour. All the whole year through.
It is intense right here.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's a lot of lemons.
Well, you know what they say when life gives you lemons.
We know the saying, Mark.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, Tea Time.
What are you, having tea with the Queen?
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Brandon Jeffries pitched a fine ball game so far tonight. He's given up 4 hits, only 1 run. The only bugaboo with him is he does have 4 walks, but 3 of those came in 1 inning. That was back in the 3rd. You throw that inning out, at least in terms of walks, he's only walked 1. And he does have 6 strikeouts. Leading off the 7th inning for Sheboygan will be Nick Hancock. Hancock is from Wilmette, Illinois. Jeffrey trying to finish it out, starts Hancock off with a strike. .92 pitches for Jeffries. Jeffries pitched a fine ball game tonight, like I said. Hancock coming into tonight's game is hitting .276. Looking to somehow start a rally. And Hancock is out on strikes. Mikey Schauer throws down the first to complete the play. So far in the ball game, Sheboygan has left 5 on base. I believe the Kings have 6 left on base. Ebersol is up. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Came in for Reed. Line drive, base hit for Nathan. And he cruises into second base with a double.
Right fielder number 31, Ross Chris.
Sheboygan has left 7 runners on through 6 innings. Their best opportunity was back in the 3rd inning when they scored a run on a bases-loaded walk to Harry Stelt. A couple of hits in that inning would have produced more runs. At that point, it was only 4-1. Could have made a difference in the ball game, but like I said, Brandon Jeffrey has pitched a good game, and he was able to work out of the jam. That pitch just outside. Jeffrey wanted a call to strike, but umpire Zielinski didn't see it that way. It's 3-0 to Ross. That pitch comes in low for ball 4. That brings up Harry Stelt. Schauer goes out to talk to his pitcher. Tells him nothing to worry about. We got a big 6-run lead. Just throw strikes.
First baseman number 19, Harry Stelt.
Harry's 0 for 2 with a walk. We mentioned that he walked with the bases loaded back in the 3rd to drive in Sheboygan's only run so far. That double by Ebersol was the 5th hit for Sheboygan in the ball game. Jeffrey brings the heat, and Harry was not able to catch up with it. There's a drive out to deep center field. Way back there. And making the one-handed catch out in center field was Graham Wick. Oh my. Harry was robbed. Can't hit it much harder than that. On the catch, Ebersol tags up and goes to 3rd. Sheboygan now has runners on 1st and 3rd. And Nick Herzog stepping up for his first at-bat as a Sheboygan A. Matt mentioned that Nick played his high school ball at Sheboygan North and just completed, I believe, his Sheboygan Legion season. Kirst advances to second base, but we're going to not give him a stolen base, make a defensive indifference. They didn't care if he ran down there. First pitch was a strike. Herzog swings and misses. 0-2. Herzog battling up there. Our next live stream game will be on Saturday, August 7th, when Sheboygan plays a 12 o'clock game against Appleton. Herzog goes down swinging, and again Shore completes the play, throwing him out at first, and that ends the ball game.
Final score this evening, Kenosha Kings 7, Sheboygan A's 1 with the victory.
Let's go through the line score with you. Kenosha had 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Sheboygan 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher was Brandon Jeffrey, and the losing pitcher was Sheboygan starter Dawson Selvosky. Big hit of the ball game was Graham Wick's 2-run home run. And with that loss, or with this loss, Sheboygan now has a season record of 30-30. Like I mentioned, our next live stream ball game will be Saturday with a 12 o'clock start. The A's will be playing Appleton in the first game of the Class A state tournament. And until then, thanks for watching, everybody. For my partner Matt, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you down the road.